Episode 13 of Finding Gean, the photo in the cottage. Arriving back home, Miya spotted Paul standing outside, watching as she parked her car. His posture was tense, shoulders squared, eyes scanning the street, even as she turned off the engine. He rushed toward her the moment she stepped out. "We need to go to the police station now to check if there's a connection between the photo and Gean," Paul said urgently, his voice low but sharp. Miya hesitated. "Where is Noel?" "Still asleep," Paul replied, already moving toward the house. Miya followed, her heart tight with unease. They went straight to Noel's bedroom. Sunlight poured through the curtains, casting soft, warm light across the room. Seeing her sleeping peacefully, Miya and Paul exchanged a brief, tense glance. "I think you should stay with her while she sleeps," Paul whispered. "I'll go alone." Miya shook her head. "I can wake her." "No," Paul said, firm but gentle. "Let her sleep." After a moment, Miya nodded. Paul pressed a quick kiss to her forehead before leaving. Miya slipped into the bed beside Noel, holding her close, feeling the rise and fall of her daughter's chest. A lump formed in her throat as the reality of the search pressed down on her. At the police station, Paul spotted the man who had claimed to see a child like Gean being taken in a jeep. The man stood near the entrance, fidgeting slightly. Their eyes met, and he gave a small nod. Paul returned it and approached. "You told the police you saw a child resembling mine being taken, but they never mentioned it again. What else are they saying?" The man's eyes widened. "Oh, no, it was a mistake," he said quickly, his heavy accent marking him as an outsider. "The child isn't yours. He belonged to the car owner. The kid was just being difficult." Paul's chest tightened. "We are still looking for my son." The man's expression softened. Paul showed him a photo of Gean and handed over his card. "Please, if you see anything at all, let me know." The man nodded and Paul headed inside. Officer Wyden spotted him immediately, a hand raised in a sharp gesture. "Follow me." Upstairs, Officer Wyden led him into a quiet office. The morning sun streamed through the blinds, highlighting the dust motes in the air and lending a sterile clarity to the room. "This is the photo we found in the cottage at the address we visited," Officer Wyden said, placing it carefully on the desk. "An elderly woman lives in the main house. I mentioned that before." Paul stared at it, expression unreadable. "Who is the woman?" Officer Wyden asked, leaning forward. Fingers tipped. Ellen, Paul said quietly. She was my girlfriend in high school. Briefly, we broke up early. Officer Whiting's brow furrowed. So when was this photo taken? This isn't high school. Paul nodded quickly. A few years later, during college, she worked as an office clerk at a small company. I needed an internship, and she helped me get one. We spent 3 months there. During that time, we reconnected. When I returned to school, it ended. He shook his head. I don't know why this photo would be in someone's cottage. I'm confused. Officer Whiting leaned back, watching him with sharp, calculating eyes. Maybe it's a message. So, any grudge between you two, anything that could lead to revenge? Paul hesitated, then shook his head. You need to be honest, Paul, Officer Whiting said, his voice firm. Every detail matters if we are going to find your boy. We ended things peacefully, Paul said, gripping the photo. Annie would never hurt anyone. She's a good person. Don't worry about her. Everyone is a suspect for now, Officer Whiting said firmly, eyes fixed on Paul. So you reconnected twice. I need more information. What else can you tell me about her? Paul exhaled, the weight in his chest pressing down. It's been so long. I barely remember. It was brief. All I ever remember is that she was too good for me. That's why I broke up with her. I don't even count her among past relationships. Officer Whiting remained silent, studying him. Then he added sharply, it's not so long for someone with a grudge. And people change. The room fell silent. Both Paul and Officer Whiting knew deep down that this was only the beginning. Keep enjoying the episodes of Finding Gean at findinggean.wordpress.com.